And that's one of the reasons that I'm so excited that today we're making our first big announcement, which is that Keith Block, who has been an incredible leader of our company, our vice chairman, our president, someone who's been with our company now for almost 3 years, has been an incredible leader of our company and helped us to get to the next level in enterprise execution, is also being promoted to being our Chief Operating Officer. And I couldn't be more excited to have Keith as a core partner in running Salesforce. So please welcome Keith, our new COO. So congratulations, Keith. Very excited for you. And how are you feeling today with the promotion?
I'm feeling great, especially after Metallica.
Very
really
exciting.
Good. Yeah.
And you know, I can see you've really moved in the Salesforce spirit because the tie is gone.
I knew this was coming.
So this is.
So I actually gave my.
Really a shift. You've really made the shift. It's exciting.
Alex Dione has my tie.
It's exciting. Oh yeah, look at that. All right. Very good.
Very good.
All right. Congratulations.
Great.
Keith.
Thanks very much.
Well done.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, everybody. I do want to say, before I get into this, Jimi Hendrix would have been proud of the Metallica folks. We should give them another round of applause. So anyway, thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate the time, appreciate the opportunity, Mark. Thanks very much. This is an incredible company. And as many of you know, I've been here 3 years, as Mark has said. And the team, the employees, the customers, the partners, some of which are represented here in the audience, thank you very much, are the best in the industry. And it really is a privilege for me to be part of this team. But I'm going to talk to you about something that is passionate for all of us, which is the age of the customer. And I want to spend a few minutes talking to you, if we could advance the slide. There we go. Thank you very much. About the age of the customer and how important this is. And this is the world that we live in. And the age of the customer is where everyone and everything and everybody is connected. And, you know, we've all heard about the 3 waves of computing with the mainframe, with thousands of connections, and the client-server world with millions of connections. And now this world that we live in with billions, think about it, it's incredible. Billions of connected things, trillions of customer interactions. And you can ask yourself, well, why? Why are we in this position? What's happening? And what's happening is this perfect convergence, this perfect storm of cloud and mobile and social and data science and IoT technologies all coming together. We have never seen anything like this in the history of technology, and what it means to companies, to individuals, to citizens, to organizations, to governments, to the world, because it has profound implications. And it's very, very exciting what's happening. You know, companies have the opportunity to reinvent themselves and think about different business models and change their business processes and step into the future, step forward into this age of the customer where they can unshackle themselves from legacy technology and legacy business processes. And this is very, very powerful. Now, Mark and I and many of the executives in this room had the opportunity to spend time at the World Economic Forum a couple weeks ago, which is an incredibly exciting event. And it's a great event for very many reasons. But primarily, we get the opportunity, in addition to talking about how to make the world a better place, as Mark had suggested, we get the opportunity to spend time with a lot of CEOs around the world. And we're talking about their business, and we're talking about what they're doing. And the theme of the World Economic Forum this year was the Industrial Revolution 4.0. And I can't tell you how many CEOs that we all met with at this event where they talked about, what does this mean? This is a great story. Salesforce, this is your story. This is digital transformation. This is the age of the customer. Help us step into the future. Help advise us. Be our trusted advisors. Take us into the future. And, you know, some examples. When the CEO of ABB has an event, and there are 300 CEOs in the audience, and he's talking about the future of ABB. And he says, I am transforming my sales and service organization, and I'm doing it with Salesforce. Or when the CEO of Schneider Electric stands up on a panel and says how he's completely changed his business model, and he's transforming with Salesforce. That's what's happening. And we've had the opportunity to help these customers and act as their trusted advisor to become a customer company and step into the age of the future. And you know, there's a very, very simple example of a company that does this. It's a company called Uber. And Uber leverages all this technology, cloud, mobile, social, data science, IoT, and they are changing business models. They are reinventing. They are stepping into the age of the customer. and they are rethinking transportation and logistics as an industry. And if it can happen in transportation and logistics, it can happen in financial services, and it is. It can happen in healthcare, and it is. It can happen in every single industry, and no industry is immune to this innovation. So the barrier to disruption has never been lower, and the opportunity to innovate, it's never been higher. And that's very, very powerful. And that is the world that we live in. That is the age of the customer. And more customers are coming to Salesforce to say, be our trusted advisor, take us into the future, and help us move on. So let me talk to you about 4 things about becoming a customer company and stepping into the age of the customer. So number 1, you connect to your customers in entirely new ways. You put your customer at the center of the universe. It means connected communities and connected apps and connected products. It means connected partners. It means connected employees. Very, very powerful. And an example of a company who's taking advantage of this is actually here in the room, Intuit. Now, we all know what Intuit does, and we all know, for better or for worse, it's tax season. And I know how much everybody loves taxes. I'm sure everybody's done their taxes. I'm sure if I asked you to raise your hand, you would say, yes, you've done your taxes. But Intuit helps its customers do this, and they provide this great service. And if you take a look at what they do and how they've taken advantage of our technology and they've embedded it in their applications to drive great service levels for their customers, it's absolutely amazing. In fact, they've created an app that their customers can use, and it has created a situation where they can reduce their call times down by 2/3, which is pretty amazing. And you know what? As a taxpayer, when I want to interact with Intuit, I want my call time to go down. I'm sure you do as well. And they've been able to service more customers, almost 15,000 a day, which is astounding. So they've created an advertisement. Maybe you've seen it on TV, but we'd like to play it for you right now. It's a great story.
Amy thinks you have to be super smart to not mess up your tax refund. So we flew in super smart mathematician Maria Chudnovsky to help her.
I have a lot of student loan debt. Can I deduct my interest?
Can Amy deduct your student loan interest?
In her case, yes. The amount goes right here.
In your case, yes. The amount goes right here.
Thanks.
Intuit TurboTax. Taxes done smarter.
So congratulations to Intuit, but it's a great example of leveraging our technology to drive better levels of service and personalization. So the next one is really about running your business from your phone. Now these smartphones are super powerful. And it's astounding to think that there will be 6 billion smartphones by 2020, 6 billion. So I have a smartphone. I'm sure that there are some people in this audience who have 2 smartphones. I'd be willing to bet that I could find somebody who has 3 or 4. Would you like to volunteer and raise your hand? Of course not. The point is that we're all walking around with a mainframe computer. We are all walking around with an incredibly powerful computer, and it's just going to get more powerful. And at Salesforce, every one of us runs our business from our phone. And many of our customers do as well. Now, we closed our fiscal year on Sunday, and I was able to help close the quarter because I was able to monitor opportunities and collaborate with the account teams and check what's going on with the pipeline, what deals were growing, because at the end of the quarter, of course, and we're in quiet period, everything grows, so we're just going to say that. But we're able to actually run our business and close the quarter over the phone, and we could collaborate with all these teams. And that's incredibly powerful. Now, Coca-Cola, who's one of our greatest, most strategic partners, they run their business leveraging our technology. In fact, if you go to Coca-Cola Germany and talk to their CEO, he will tell you that he runs his business from his phone. He will also tell you that the best decisions are made on the road with this very powerful device, leveraging Salesforce, making decisions in front of the customers and getting out of the office, which is a very, very powerful enabling message. They also, as a company, they take this one step further. Because leveraging our platform, Coca-Cola actually has optimized its retail execution and trade management promotions. And if you know anything about the CPG business, that's very, very important. So Coca-Cola gets the story. Run your business from your phone. Empower your employees. Empower your decision making. It's right at the fingertips, and it's at the speed of light. The next thing you can do to step into the age of the customer, and this is important, is to build one-to-one customer journeys. Because today, with the pace of innovation, with all these new technologies, it's all about differentiation. It's all about personalization. It's all about customer intimacy. So building these one-to-one journeys is incredibly important. It's more important than ever. And companies all over the world, all different size, all different shapes, all different industries are taking advantage of this. Because by 2020, there will be 75 billion connected things. Think about that. 75 billion connected things. So you have companies, traditional industrial companies like Caterpillar, leveraging this technology to build great experiences for their customers and drive down their maintenance costs by connecting their bulldozers. You have companies like GE that have been around for a very long time, traditional companies, multinational, diversified industrial companies turning into service companies, turning into software companies, leveraging this technology, and GE is connecting all of its power plants. Who would have thought this would be possible? And then you have a company like General Motors. Now, they use technology that you're probably all familiar with called Onstar. Now, this has been around for a while, but GM is actually taking this to a new level because they are providing personalized information around weather reports, around traffic patterns, and they're connecting with partnerships with retailers to provide personalized services and personalized capabilities and features to their customers, to build loyalty, to bring them closer, to get to know them better. And of course, they've built a partnership with Dunkin' Donuts, which is one of my favorite coffees, so that's great. But these are just a few examples of how customers are stepping into the age of the customer by defining these close, personal, one-to-one journeys. And you know, we live in a world now, and I think everybody experiences this on a daily basis, where everyone and everything is smarter. That means you have to get smarter about your customers, and you have to get smarter with your customers, quite frankly. You know, there's this incredible statistic that 90% of the world's data has been created in the last 12 months. I mean, that's unbelievable. And it's not going to slow down. It's exploding. And so the question is, what do you do with that data? How do you transform your customers? How do you make informed decisions with your customers? How do you leverage technologies like predictive analytics and next best actions and machine learning and artificial intelligence? Now, just take a step back and think about the opportunity to transform businesses, to really change the game. How do you do this? What sort of options are there? What sort of opportunities are there? Who do you turn to for advice? Well, Salesforce is in a great position to help our customers transform themselves and take advantage of this technology. But there's a problem, or there's an opportunity, and that opportunity is called the customer gap. So on the left, we have a company, and on the right, we have our customers. And you know, all this data that's being collected with these billions of devices and transactions, trillions of transactions and interactions, less than 1% of this data is actually analyzed. Think about the upside. Think about the opportunity. Think about the way that you can get closer to your customers if you could just harness that incredible amount of data and do something with it on behalf of the customer. Now, on the other side, you have the customer feeling disenfranchised, feeling like they have a tactical relationship with the companies that they do business with. They don't feel like they have a strategic, intimate relationship or personalized relationship with the companies that they're doing business with. Yet, they walk around in their daily lives with their phones that is leveraging this incredible technology of cloud and mobile and social. And so they have an expectation created by what they do in their daily life. My children, someday my grandchildren, my mother, anybody. We all have this personal expectation because of what we walk around with this mainframe computer in our pocket. And so it creates a gap. All customers want is to be able to conduct business with companies in the manner in which they live their daily lives, leveraging this technology. It's very simple, but it creates a gap and it creates an opportunity. Well, the answer, quite frankly, is to become a customer company and put the customer in the center of the universe, the center of your world, and leverage the customer success platform from Salesforce. Whether it's sales or service or marketing or communities or analytics or apps or IoT, leveraging the customer success platform allows you to take a step forward into the age of the customer. It's critical, and that means you can connect with your customers in entirely new ways. It means you can run your business from your phone, and it means that you can build one-to-one customer journeys. You can get smarter about your customers and with your customers, and that is an imperative in today's world. And you know, it's not just about this incredible platform. By the way, this platform is made up of 7 industry-leading applications. Okay, whether it's Sales Cloud or Service Cloud or Marketing Cloud or Community Cloud or the App Cloud, we've received tremendous recognition on how robust and thought-forward leaning these clouds are, and we're incredibly proud of it.